Today I want to find out how hard it is to push pro rank. I have 7 days to complete this challenge, and on every day I have to complete one rank. Every rank has a new challenge and they will get harder over time. They became so hard that I needed help from the community to complete them. The first rank we have to complete is silver. The challenge is to reach gold only using healers. The first few games were pretty easy to win because the enemies were really bad and some of them didn't even hit me once. My teammates on the other hand were surprisingly good and carried some games on their own. So I was able to push through silver rank pretty fast until one game before gold. My teammates just rushed in and died and I wasn't able to defend them on my own. So we lost that game. Because I lost, the challenge gets harder now. I have to play a healer without healing. For example, I can't play Barry because the teammates could step in his attack and get healed. So I decided to go with Pam. I can't use her super because that would heal my teammates, but I can play her with the normal attack. The enemies weren't too good in this game, so I was able to win without my super. After that game, we reached gold rank, the mid ladder. And what could be better than play Edgar in mid ladder? This is also our next challenge. Reach diamond only using Edgar. Most of the enemies were still bad and I could 1v3 almost every team. But I started to have some games that were a little closer, especially when my teammates weren't so good. I'm really not sure how I won some of these rounds, but on the other hand, it's Edgar, and you can always win with her somehow. I wasn't so lucky in all the games. I also had to play on maps that were bad for Edgar, like this bounty map. It was hard to play against snipers, but I was able to dodge their shots and push them, and I don't know what they were doing, so we were able to win in the end. Because I'm in mid ladder, I wasn't always able to pick Edgar. Everyone wants to play her. So when someone was faster than me, I could pick whoever I want, and for hot zone I picked Tick. That was the only game where I needed some skill to win. I also had a lot of games where Edgar was just doing Edgar things. I could just jump in, spam my attack and take out everyone with zero skill. Overall, pushing through gold was pretty easy and I can't believe it, but I got to diamond without losing a single game. Now that I'm higher up in the rank, the challenges also gets harder. For diamond, I can only play assassins. The most difficult thing in this challenge was to know which brawler is an assassin and which is not. It also happened that I accidentally picked Mina. I thought that she's an assassin too, but she's a damage dealer. The enemies didn't know how to play against Mina and I completely carried the game. I noticed that the enemies got better and I started to losing my first games. But mostly we picked bad and got dominated. I think I had my longest shaman grab round ever. It was a long back and forth between us and we almost won at certain points. But in the end we lost the game and there were almost 30 gems on the map. I had some crazy matches with Melody where I had some pretty insane trick shots. I had so much fun playing her. I reached Mythic at the end of day 3, and keep in mind that I'm only playing with randoms until now. The challenges don't get easier in Mythic. I have to reach Legendary only using throwers. The good news is that I'm really good with throwers, and the bad I can't play Groom or Sprout because I have them on such low level that I can't play them in rank. In my experience, Mythic was a really hard rank. I won and lost so many games, it was really hard to push. Sometimes the enemies just hard countered my team. My team wasn't bad and we defended pretty good, but we just faced so many hard counters. But this is not the way we can get to Legendary, so I had to log in. When our strategy didn't work and we started to lose because we pushed too early or were too confident, we had to switch up the strategy. I started to heal them and we didn't push in. So the enemies have to push us and we were able to win the game in this way. The games change from picking whatever brawler you like and play however you want to pick a good brawler and play carefully. This way I was able to push trophies more effectively, and even though I lost a lot of games, I finally managed to reach Legendary. Now we already reached day 5 of our journey and today we are pushing to Masters. For Legendary the challenge is going to be to play with Legendary Brawlers. Surprisingly, the first 2 games went pretty good and a lot easier than the games before I reached Legendary. This changed really fast after I reached Legendary 2. All of a sudden my enemies were the biggest goats of the game and I lost and lost again. It was time for a change. So I asked the people in my life if they could help me. By the way, if you want to push trophies with me, just join my next live. I'm also doing tournaments where you can win a free Brawl Pass, so subscribe so you don't miss the next one. With the help of my community, I was able to gain back all the trophies that I lost on my own. We had games with bad matchups where I thought we lost after the first round. But we were able to change our tactic and turn the game around in the end. But it didn't always work, and sometimes we couldn't do anything against the enemies. Still, we were able to push forward even though it was way slower than before. We were able to get back to the trophies that I had, but we didn't reach Masters on day 5. I won't give up so easily even if I played the whole day. It's really frustrating how long some of those rounds get and then you still lose them. On day 6 I had to change my approach. I tried out the quick search button, but most of the players skipped me because I'm low on trophies. When someone finally played with me, we had some pretty good rounds, but no one stayed for more than 3 rounds in total. So I was on my own again. It worked better than I expected, but after some time I lost my focus because I'm grinding Brawl Stars for the whole week now and I fell into a losing streak. I stopped playing and waited until the evening where I could play again with the community. We had some pretty good rounds, but we weren't able to push to Masters. Sadly, I realized that I won't be able to finish my plan to reach Pro in 7 days. Even though I played multiple hours every day and had help from my community, we didn't have enough time to reach Pro. If you like this video and want to see a part 2 of my journey where I finally reach Pro rank, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching the video until the end and see you next time. Bye.